Today, you're going to learn how to tap into the power of your dream state to create deeper connection, solve problems, unlock more creativity and clarity, and even create deeper meaning in your life.
We spend a third of our lives dreaming.
Wait, a third of our life is spent dreaming?
Dreaming is not an accidental byproduct. It's something essential for the human mind.
Dr. Rahul Jandial is a world-renowned cancer surgeon, neuroscientist, and pioneering neurosurgeon who is here to teach you and me about all of the fascinating things that your brain is doing when you're dreaming.
That nightly dreaming process happens for all humans all the time. We do things we couldn't imagine. We fly, we fall, we run from monsters, we get into awkward social situations. You can influence what you're about to dream about.
No way. What are the most common dreams that people have?
Everybody has had a nightmare. It's a universal dream. In a wellness way, a flare of a nightmare can remind you that something is not going well with your mental health.
Now, how do you define a nightmare?
Nightmare is not a bad dream. By definition, it's terrifying and it's got to wake you up.
What exactly is lucid dreaming?
Waking up while inside a dream. So the first step is to set an alarm at about 5 or 6 hours.
So you're intentionally waking yourself up.
A touch earlier than you want to. And then you...
Dr. Jandial, welcome to the Mel Robbins podcast.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, well, thank you for getting on a plane. Thank you for carving out the time. I have never talked about the topic of the science of dreams on this podcast. I have so many questions and I cannot wait to dig in. And here's where I want to start. How could my life be different based on everything you're about to teach us that we need to know about dreaming? If we apply all this to our lives, what's going to change?
Well, when you have the insight that we spend a third of our lives dreaming, you'll be excited to learn that there are simple steps where you can influence your dreams, remember your dreams, and cultivate the direction of dreams to live a life that is not possible simply with the waking brain.
Wait, a third of our life is spent dreaming?
Dreams can happen at any part of sleep, and even when you fall asleep and when you're waking up. So now we are thinking that a third of our life is spent dreaming.
Wow.
That sleep and dream phase of our day and of our whole lifespan is something that we should cherish, that we can access, that we can influence. And it's our own personal therapist, if you will, in some way. So that's the biggest goal that I have for today. Dreaming is not an accidental byproduct. It's something essential for the human mind. It's your nightly reset.
Okay, you've already delivered, because I had never thought about I thought about the fact that you spend a third of your life sleeping, right? But I've always thought about it as a reset or rest. The idea that we could crack open a third of our lives and really understand what our brain is doing and what it's trying to tell us, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it is rest, but it's not inactivity. Your brain is on fire when you sleep. Your body's resting. And I'll explain to you how we have those measurements. But when I saw that, when I was thinking about dreaming and I thought about, wait a second, that's not a quiet time in our skulls. We go to bed, we think, the computer screen went down.
Yeah.
Then we wake up, we hit the keyboard, and now we're awake. No. It's engaged. Blood is coursing, electricity is firing. So that means we got to figure out what's going on. It's got to be essential.
I would love to hear you talk about how does understanding what you're doing in a third of your life, your dream life, how does it help you take control of your awake life?
When you realize your dreaming brain is working with your imagination, your life experiences, your memories, that any glimpse you have of that is a portal to your life. It's a portal to what you're living, but from a different perspective, from the dreaming brain perspective, which is much more imaginative, much more sexual, much more emotional. And that's digesting, processing, and delivering the same readout on the experiences you had during the waking day, where your brain is a little bit different. And so you have two windows to your own experiences. And when you catch a little flare of a dream in the morning, not all dreams, but some dreams, I think they invite a process of reflection to where, hey, that's an interesting perspective on my life that a therapist can't have because it's in my head. So to me, it's sort of like the ultimate wellness hack. It's free. And it's something that I think as we have this conversation, there are simple ways that have been done by like Salvador Dali or other like people for a long time, Aristotle, that we can introduce into our life when we fall asleep and when we wake up.
How has leaning in to the third of your life, which is your dreaming life, changed your life?
It's made me more creative. It's made me, I think, more emotionally balanced. It's given me little windows in which when I wake up, I take a moment to pause. And those 5-10 minutes in the morning, if you stay in bed, if you don't grab the phone, that window is an interesting idea generator for me. I've done it for decades. Other people have written about it. Now we've got the measurement that shows when you're waking up and when you're falling asleep. Those 10 minutes, you have the electrical fingerprints of being awake and asleep. The guys who have done creative things in art often talk about this.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to pull in what Dali was writing about and then, what neuroscientists are studying in big cities.
I cannot wait to dive into this.
Okay.
I can already tell that those first 0 to 10 minutes of my day are going to be completely different after talking to you and learning from you. Now, one thing I just want to address up front, because we asked our global audience about dreams and 26% of people said either, well, I don't dream or I don't remember my dreams. And if you're somebody who doesn't remember your dreams or doesn't think you dream, I'd love to have you speak directly to that person and tell them what is possible for them based on what you're about to teach us.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't remember your dreams, this episode is especially for you. That's how I feel, because the practical and simple answer is when the London Publishing House was working on this book, a lot of them came in when they were editing saying, I'm dreaming a lot more or remembering my dreams a lot more. So one, dreaming and remembering dreams can be cultivated. Two, you may not remember your dreams now, but you remember nightmares when you were a kid. And I can tell you, after having taken care of 15,000 patients, that at the end of life, dreams will return for you. So right now, you may not have dream recall, but it can be cultivated, and it's there for you. It's just not the window in your life journey to where it's a prominent feature, but I think it can be.
I was talking to a friend this weekend, and she adamantly said, I don't dream. And I said, I don't think that's true. Is it true that people don't dream?
Well, if you have people, so again, I'm going to try to explain the science.
Yeah.
People who remember the dreams and people who don't remember the dreams,